Hey everyone, welcome to this special episode of Rinks around the league. I've been doing my best to navigate through this crazy COVID world that we live in, and I hope you and your loved ones are healthy and safe while watching this. I thought I'd throw together a quick little video and show you a little bit of what's going on here in Edmonton since it's been named the NHL Hub City and host of the Stanley Cup Finals for the NHL 2020 season. I'll show you a little bit of what's going on, but before I do, this episode is brought to you by the Second String Leather Company. NHL Playoffs 2020, let's go. Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying your summer in whatever way you can. I know for me, I've just been so busy during the COVID pandemic with my day job that I've barely been able to keep up with all the news happening with the NHL and the NHL Hub City announcement. So to catch up to speed, both Toronto and Edmonton were awarded the Hub Cities at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto and Rogers Place back behind me here in Edmonton. Now, behind me here is the loading dock where all of the team buses and all the equipment and broadcast trucks will be pulling into. They've already started setting up inside the bowl. In fact, last night, the NHL released a rendering of what the in-game presentation will look like. And I think it looks pretty cool, considering that they're not allowing fans for obvious reasons. I think it's going to be a pretty cool look to the games. Now, the NHL announcing that Edmonton and Toronto are the hub cities is a no-brainer, considering that in Canada here, we've had 113,000 cases in total during this whole pandemic. Compared that to the US's 4.12 million cases. So you can obviously see the reason, safety, and the COVID cases is the primary reason why the NHL decided to go with Edmonton and Toronto as their NHL hub cities. Now, I've been driving by every morning on my way to work, and I've been noticing the trucks go file in and out of Rogers Place here at the loading docks. They've got a lot in store for the fans and the players. Now, the NHL announced that they're going to be playing in a bubble, and what does that mean? It means that downtown here in Edmonton, Rogers Place and the attached Ice District will act as kind of a theoretical bubble to keep all the players and NHL staff contained in an area with no contact with the public. Now, outside in the parking lot here, they put on some rig mats and leveled off the area. It was originally kind of rumored that it was going to be a drive-in watch party beer garden celebration area. That's been changed, so at the time of the taping, there's no definitive answer of what's going to happen here in the parking lot. But undoubtedly it'll be used in some capacity during the NHL playoffs. Now, in these NHL bubbles includes hotels, rinks, restaurants, pubs, sometimes assigned golf courses and other amenities. The timeline for the teams who make the Stanley Cup Finals means that staff and team members will be in the bubble starting this Sunday, August 26th, and will last all the way to the beginning of October. Now, that's a long time. Now, because Edmonton is the site where they're actually going to award the Stanley Cup during the Stanley Cup Finals this year, I thought I'd give you a kind of a tour of what's around this district for those who aren't familiar with Edmonton and the surrounding Ice District. Now, I should note that Edmonton's Ice District is really only half complete. There's one side of it that is currently not open, and which is a real shame, because if Ice District was completed, it would have been a phenomenal area. But they're using half of it. Half of it is hotels, restaurants, and a pedway that connects the hotels to the Ice District through Ford Hall. So again, it's a pretty ideal situation for the NHL for this purpose. Now, what you'll see here is we have the JW Marriott, which will host some of the teams, and they actually have a pedway that actually goes across here around Ford Hall, and that's a direct link inside the rink, so players can go from the hotel into the rink without having any contact with the public. Now, Oilers fans will know this intersection quite well. This is the main entrance to the south side of Rogers Place, and at the end of this block actually is the community rink where all the NHL teams will be holding their practices. They actually have an off-site practice facility at Terwilliger Park, and they'll be using both of these for the practices. But here, they're able to access the community rink, Rogers Place, and the hotel without even stepping a foot outside. Players just won't be staying at the JW Marriott. They'll also be staying at the Delta Hotel as well as Sutton Place, which are just a few blocks away, and they're not actually physically attached to Rogers Place. There is a pedway system, but what they've done is they've erected these gated pathways from the hotels to the rink, so the players and staff don't have direct access outside of the bubble. Now players will have access to the Ice District in behind me. It's all gated off for obvious reasons. Now like I mentioned before, Ice District is not 100% complete. There's an area outside that was supposed to be kind of an area for a viewing party for the Stanley Cup Playoffs if it ever came back to Edmonton, and they've blocked it off for players to kind of sit back, relax, maybe have a beer or two. All right, let's wrap things up here down in the southwest corner, which in my opinion is the best looking corner of Rogers Place. I hope you liked the video. I just wanted to do a little video to show you kind of what's going on around the rink for those who are not in Edmonton. On a personal note, on my YouTube channel, I'm 100 subscribers away from being monetized, so if you like my channel and this video, hit subscribe. I'll try my best over the summer break to keep you up to speed on what's happening here at Rogers Place on my social channels @_the Rinks on Twitter and Instagram, Rinks Around the League on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks everybody for watching. Enjoy the playoffs.